Hi YouTube. So I kind of want to talk about how my life has been using less social media lately. It's been great, and I've acquired a crush on somebody. If you guys watched my crush video where I was manically talking about my crush, oops. But so I was having trouble. So I have a son, okay, and I feel like when you're a parent, you should not try to pursue social media because there's a lot of freaks online, and Instagram kind of helped me realize that. So I had a whole video on that. I was getting like cyberbullied, and somebody gave away my location because she was mad for some fucking reason. I don't know. But jealous bitches. Jealous bitches. I don't know why this lady went online just to give away my location. I don't even know who she is. She don't even know me. If she did, she would have never done that. But anyway, my whole point here is that there's a lot of freaks online. And if you're a parent, you shouldn't be, pursuing social media. Maybe I'll do it when I'm older. But like as of right now, I feel like I've been, a better parent. Don't look at my eyeliner. I feel like I've been a better parent. Sometimes when I make my eyeliner, it just like, when it's wet, I blink and it smears everywhere and it dries. So you could just scrape it off. But anyway, I don't know. I feel like it's really important in my life right now to spend as much time with my son as possible, because I mean he's not even 2 yet, and I feel like some of it has been like obsessive for me, and that's not good. I feel like, being a good parent is way more important than anything else. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, social media is just connecting with people in real life. I mean, I can have more fun in real life with real people than on social media. Like, social media honestly is just for clout and for a paycheck, but there's a lot of negatives that come with that. There's a lot of freaks online, there's a lot of jealous bitches, there's a lot of hateful, weird people. There's a lot of weird, lusty men that want to get all on you and fuck a Elmo doll with a fleshlight inside of it. That happened to me. There's this guy that sent me a Elmo getting fucked by a fleshlight by him, and he said, "You want some?" I said, "What in the fuck makes you think I would want someone who fucks a Elmo doll? You're crazy. I don't get it. I'm not a porn star. If you want to see naked girls, go on Pornhub or whatever. It's free. Reddit, I don't know. Literally." And I can't with these people. I really can't. And, some of them are nice, I guess. Like on YouTube, I get a lot of nice comments. Not all the time. Sometimes there's a meanie here and there. TikTok, I get a lot of positivity, but all my followers are males. There's like 2 or 3 females. I'm like, what? How's that even possible? Out of like 900 people, there's only 2 or 3 females? What? But anyway, and all my followers on Instagram are male too. What's up with that? I don't get it. I really don't. And, that's just something, I guess it's always been my dream to kind of like pursue social media, but like, I feel like I'm happier without it. Because life is simple. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like, social media should not be for everyone, especially like a parent. Because, the Epstein files just came out, and, there's a lot of bad people that have access to the internet. And, if they have access to the internet, then they have access to you. And that's not a good thing. And I just feel like, money's great, but, money can't buy happiness. And I feel like the Epstein files is proof of that, because, people who kill other people are not happy. And it's honestly sad. It really is. It's sad that, you're a billionaire and you still don't know how to have a happy, peaceful life. And it's very sad. Um, I honestly feel bad for those people in the falls because they abuse their money and they can't smile because they're still not happy. I'm sorry. It's very, very depressing. On every side, it's all depressing for me. And, when you have access to the internet, those kinds of people are on here. And it's very interesting. There's always the negative people having a bad day, want to make you feel like shit. It's mentally sometimes can be overwhelming. And it really just depends on your personality type. Like on YouTube, I feel like I get pretty good comments. TikTok, I get great comments all the time. And then, Instagram, it's mixed. And then, I deleted that off my phone now. And I deleted TikTok. I only have YouTube now because I feel like less is more in a way. I just feel like less social media is better right now for me in this phase of my life of being a mother and living my life. I've been having a great time. I really have. Not worrying about social media. Like, first of all, being on my phone all day, I feel like is very bad for my eyes and like my brain. And I feel like when I go outside, I find myself doing more hobbies like sewing and, because I just sewed my weave. You see that ponytail on the door? I just sewed that last night because I was bored. And I wouldn't have done that if I would have had my social media still. I would have probably been making videos. And I feel like, I'm just doing things that I used to do a lot and just stopped doing because I had like an OCD about social media. But, I just feel like there's more important things to being famous. First of all, famous. I don't know if that's for me because it's not that I don't like people. I do like people. I just feel like, like I said, there's a lot of bad people that have access to the internet and therefore they have access to you. So it's just kind of a little scary, especially as a parent. I feel like, maybe when I'm like older and my son is grown, maybe then I'll do it, like when I'm like 46. And that's okay. You're only halfway to 100. You might live till 80. It's fine. People become famous at 80, whatever. Maybe that'll be me. I don't know. But, I don't know if fame is what I'm looking for. I think I'd rather have money, but not too much. Like, I feel like there's a limit. I feel like I'd want to be comfortable and, buy a house and live a comfortable life. Not a billionaire. I feel like that's just too much money. Like, nobody can use $1 billion. Why do you even have that? Why do you even have that in your bank? That should be illegal. I don't know. It should be illegal to have more than like a few million. Like, that's crazy. Like, having $1 billion, that's insane. That's insurmountable. You could literally feed the whole world with $1 billion and you don't? Excuse me? You could help the environment with $1 billion and you don't? Excuse me? I'm sorry. It's very stressful. Just thinking about these people and their giant loads of money and they don't use it for anything good. It's good for themselves somewhat, I guess, because they get to do whatever they want, but it's not good for anybody else. I don't know. I had a dream about, the other day where I found money and then something told me to share it and I did, and then somebody was very happy and it made me happy. And I feel like that's what money should be for. If you have like a lot, enough to share, I feel like it's good to be generous because first of all, why do you need all that money? If you have everything you need, why would you need all that money? Like, to me, that doesn't make any sense. But, and I don't think donating is good because who runs that company? That's the big question. Who runs that company? Because a lot of these people running these companies are evil. And I'm just saying, Not everybody, but there's a lot of these people that are evil. What do you think they're going to do with that $1 billion that you just donated, huh? You think they're going to use that for research? Because I don't. And that's my speculation, is that these people are not using all their donation money towards research. Maybe some of it. I don't think all of it does. You know, but what do I know? I'm just a girl. I don't know anything. And I don't know. The world's just really weird. And I like being more private, I think. I like privacy, but I also like money. It's very difficult, but not too much, you know. I got a new job, though. Did I tell you that? I have a new job. So yeah, I got a job, and I like it. I get like 17 an hour, which is good, and I get like almost full-time hours, so that's good, because like literally rent is really cheap where I live. It's like $4.75, so like I can literally just like save up a bunch of money and buy a house here, and that's really good because I would need to do that because I have a son. So I mean, I need to like do something. I need to like figure out my future because I'm getting old. Like I'm almost 30. I'm 27, turning 28 in like 4 months. I'm turning 28. How am I turning 28? I don't feel 28. First of all, my back feels 80, but other than that, I don't feel 28. I don't, you know, people don't think I look 28. Well, that's good. You know, I'm not wrinkled or anything, even though I feel a little wrinkled. But it's fine. But anyway, I don't know. Yeah, I like not being on social media as much. And I feel like if you're a parent, maybe you should try that. Or like, even if you're not a parent, maybe you should try that. Like, even if you have like a social media, maybe you should like try to take a break, because you gotta think, like, these social media thingies are ran by evil people too. So, you know, by working with their company and making them money, you're providing the evil people with more cash. I don't know. That's what I think. That's what I think. But yeah. I don't know. That's it. I don't know. But I hope you guys are having a good day. Maybe take a break from social media, see how it goes. Because honestly, I'm great. I'm happy. Nothing's stressing me out right now. Nothing at all. And honestly, I love that feeling. I love that feeling. And yeah, that's my suggestion. Maybe you need to take a break. Bye-bye.